Alright, have you had enough snow? It's getting a little ridiculous, isn't it? I love snow. I'm getting a little tired of this as well, but regardless, it looks like we do have more snow on the way. We have a little snow out there tonight. Most of tonight's forecast is obviously going to shift towards our weekend storm system where blizzard watches have been issued, and yes, another storm is possible for Tuesday into Wednesday. Looking forward to sunny 80-degree days in summer. One storm at a time. We have light snow out there tonight. Many towns may pick up another dusting to as much as 2 inches. There are a few clusters of snow here back through Oxford, interior, northwestern Cumberland County, Carroll County there in New Hampshire, extending into Androscoggin County. So a little bit more light snow with this first system. This storm system is a sizable storm out in the ocean, or it's going to develop into a sizable storm. So we lucked out with a near miss for the most part with this one. So can't say the same for the weekend though. Here's what we have so far. This is what we can expect. We have snow developing on Saturday. I think we'll have light snow initially. The bulk of the snow will be Saturday night through about midday on Sunday. During that period, we should pick up most of our snowfall. And on either side of that window, we will have likely some light snow. It'll start to wind down during the afternoon on Sunday. Our peak wind gusts will probably be between 45 and 55 miles per hour. We'll have frequent gusts, I think 40 to 50 miles per hour. The strongest winds being Sunday morning. The snow is going to be light, it's going to be fluffy, it's going to be blowing all around. We'll likely have whiteout conditions. That's what we're expecting based on today's forecast. Blizzard conditions appear to be likely based on today's forecast as well. Snowfall amounts, there'll be a little bit of an adventure, I think. First, we're early in the game, so we just have a wide window of 1 to 2 feet of snow for most of the area. As we get closer, we're going to tighten that up a little bit here. But as far as the blowing and drifting goes, we're going to have 3 feet snow drifts. We're going to have 6 inches in some areas. Should be something else to see by Sunday afternoon. All right, blizzard watches are up. That issued by the National Weather Service. Areas in pink. This goes into effect Saturday evening, extends through Sunday evening. Winter storm watches in the areas in blue. Even areas in the watch area may be converted to winter storm, or I should say blizzard warnings tomorrow. The areas in pink will likely be converted to blizzard warnings as well. What you need for a blizzard warning, you need snow falling or blowing around, reducing visibility to 1/4 of a mile or less. You need winds sustained or gusting, frequent gusts I should say, to 35 miles per hour or more. And you need that to happen for 3 hours or more. So a very strict criteria for a blizzard warning. And we're expecting that. That's why the Weather Service will probably convert that to a warning during the course of the day tomorrow. So we're still many days out, and well, few days out at this point, so a lot still can change. One storm system is starting to pull away. We have a storm that's developing down in here. A little inverted trough may lag back for a period tonight, but that should end by about 10 or 11 o'clock or so. Now our next storm system is still in its infant stages. It's basically a little clipper system diving south out of southern portions of British Columbia. It'll be continuing its trek off to the south. It will redevelop out in here and then move south of Nova Scotia during the course of the day, Saturday into Sunday. And we're expecting rapid development. Intensification is going to be incredible in this storm. That's why we're expecting the intense winds in the storm as well. So this is what we're expecting here as the storm moves through the area, or just east of the area, 5 a.m. Sunday. This is probably the time frame that we're getting into some of the worst winds. Winds, they rotate counterclockwise around low pressure. It's a north to northeasterly wind right in here, gusting at times 45 to 55 miles per hour. That in combination with a heavy snowfall should produce the blizzard conditions. And a lot of people think blizzards, they are determined by the amount of snow, and it has really nothing to do with the amount of snow. You could get a blizzard with 8, 9 inches of snow. It just has to meet that criteria of heavy snow with the visibility and the winds gusting to 35 miles per hour or greater. With the storm, though, I do expect hefty snowfall accumulations. Let's take a look at Storm Tracker. We'll start off tomorrow morning. Any leftover clouds will be departing. We'll see some sun return tomorrow. It's going to be breezy. High temps should be in the teens. Some inland towns will have a hard time getting out of the single numbers. Now, one thing we haven't talked too much about, and I can't stress this enough, tomorrow night is going to be very cold around here. Air temperatures will be 10 to 20 degrees below zero. It's going to be very, very chilly to start the day on Saturday. We're trying to warm it up into the negative single numbers by 6 or 7 a.m. We have clouds on the increase. Those clouds will thicken up as well. Initially, we'll start with a period of light snow during the afternoon, so I wouldn't be shocked if it's already snowing by 3 o'clock, but it should be light. That snow picks up in intensity during the evening hours. This is actually 11 o'clock on Saturday night. Check out the darker shades of blue, indicate some of the heavier bands of snow starting to move into the area. Now, as we head into our Saturday night and Sunday, we still are looking at some heavy bands of snow right through the morning hours here, and it's during this period we probably should expect the worst conditions. Remember the blizzard of 13? We got most of our snow overnight between 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. a.m. And the time frame actually looks similar to that. It'll be one of those situations you're waking up Saturday morning, you go to bed on Saturday night, and you probably have a few to several inches of snow on the ground, maybe 5 or 6 or something like that. And then you wake up Sunday morning and you say, what the heck happened? Snow drifts all over the place, winds howling. That's what I envision for Sunday morning. This is 7 a.m. Also take note of the air temperatures. Many towns will be around 10 degrees. Wind chills will be well below 0. The snow will start to wind down during the afternoon. That's about 2 o'clock. We'll start to see some improvement late in the day. All right, let's take a look at a few forecast models, and I think this one's a little out to lunch. This one's run off the RPM model, the latest run of that. It actually takes the heaviest bands of snow off to our east here. And that's probably a little bit too far east. But the reason I'm showing you this, there's still a lot of question marks in exactly how much snow we're expecting. Now, the other end of the spectrum, this is the European model, a pretty reliable forecast model. And I really can't argue with a lot of these snowfall totals, but they're probably just a little bit too high. That's what I'm thinking. I think there'll be a lot of areas around 1 to 2 feet of snow. But it certainly is possible that there will be spots that get over 2 feet of snow as we extend that. That actually takes us into our Tuesday and Wednesday storm where the glacier continues to build here. More snow is likely during that time frame. So this is our forecast. This is what we're expecting here. And again, we'll try to narrow down these numbers as we get closer. And we'll probably play with these a little bit. The snow really doesn't get going until late Saturday and more so through the night Saturday and into Sunday. So I think a solid 1 to 2 feet should do it for most areas. I still can't rule out spots that get over 2 feet of snow. Those snowfall totals will drop off the farther inland you go and also back up into the mountains there. But even a respectable 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 is likely there. All right, as far as wind gusts, yes, 45 to 55 mile per hour gusts should be expected along the coastline, with the strongest probably during the morning on Sunday. Some inland towns, 35 to 45 mile per hour gusts. It's going to be something to see with the newly falling snow all blowing around during the course of the morning on Sunday. Here we go with our forecast for Friday. We have some sun returning. Our storm arrives on Saturday. Light snow initially. It picks up on Saturday night. Worst of the storm is Sunday morning. Starts to wind down Sunday afternoon. Check out that temperature of 11 below. That's at the coastline. Let's flip those numbers around. Some inland towns will be about 18 to 20 degrees below 0. So it's very, very cold. And it's going to be cold during our snowstorm as well, with a high around 10 degrees. Look for some sun on Monday. Next storm moves in probably late Tuesday night, and into Wednesday. So I think the answer to that original question is probably yes, I am sick of it. But unfortunately it continues, and it's going to stay cold. There's no melting in sight. That's the way things look. We'll have more updates coming up tonight on Fox 23 at 10, CBS 13 at 11, and Amanda will have more updates in the morning. All right, have a nice night.